Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Aaron Molitor with Broken Token Media. I have with me my wife, Lauren.
Yo, yo, hello.
So today we're doing a commentary on the film Raedell. This was started off as a school project, wrote it and everything in there, which I'm a horrible writer, so you're going to have to excuse all of that. So to go into the opening here, we have Emily Inhofe, who's playing our dead girl, Raedell, dying mysteriously in the shower. Was a difficult scene to get, only because it was kind of rough to choreograph. I wanted to keep this to where it would be school friendly, but at the same time, I really wanted her to die in the shower. So I can thank Lauren for all of this.
Woot woot.
She helped with how to stand, how to do everything to where Emily's not, showing off the goods to the world. That blood, that was awesome. So much fun.
See, here we're at the Steiger Funeral Home, which I got us the scene, the location, due to the fact that he wanted to use just a conference hall or something. I told him, let's see what I can pull off, and I got it. I got us a true, honest-to-God funeral home, and I think it looks great.
Yeah, so we're in an actual funeral home. There's an actual casket sitting there. I have that in other clips, but we ended up cutting it out because Steiger did remind us that under no circumstances would media be allowed to record when there's a body in the casket, so we had to play around with that. And of course, the pastor standing in the background is Dennis Gearhart. Great guy. He's actually going to be a major contributor to our next project. So we jumped into here. Sorry if we had to lose you guys in a little bit of that editing. We had an ad pop up. We're actually watching this live. This scene here was actually supposed to be a little bit farther back in the sequence. We had a scene with some special effects that we ended up not shooting due to the weather. But this turned out pretty well. I'm incredibly happy with it.
It is the longest time I have ever had to spend in one outfit. I was in that outfit for a lot. Luckily, I love being in my scrubs.
So, obviously, that's me standing there talking to my wife, Lauren, so it's kind of weird for us to watch ourselves on the screen, especially considering we were not originally cast in this. We had a lot of actors and actresses back out, and so when push came to shove, I just stepped up, and I'm like, I'm playing the main guy, and I don't know who I'm going to get to play my wife. I'm going to have to write those out. And she was like, well, you know what? I don't want to, but I'll do it. She's not much of an actor or actress. I'm not much of an actor if I can not have to be. I've done it before.
Yet people who know us very well look at this scene and say, that is exactly how you two argue in real life. So I think it worked out perfectly.
Well, putting it out there, when I did the script, I actually based the main character on myself and his wife on my wife. So these interactions, yes, they are fabrications. They're not actual, we don't actually fight about all of these things, but at the same time they are based off of the way we fight and how we carry ourselves. That scene there with me getting the phone was very difficult to coordinate. I only had one ringtone that I was using for an alarm. That's actually an alarm, not a phone call. I have that actually in production, while I'm filming it, as compared to putting it in afterwards.
Yes, and in this scene now that you see our wonderful co-star, Maui.
Yeah, at the time, we would have put that the cat in here was played by our Mrs. Mouse. We found out here recently that when we brought her into the vet in the first place, and she was showing her goods to everybody, that her balls just didn't drop yet. So she's really a dude. So it's Mr. Mouse, or Maui, as named by our son. So all these scenes are actually shot in our house. I wanted to do elsewhere, of course, but
the only time recently he's been willing to clean.
Yes, that's true. And if you watch really carefully, I've got this pointed out while I was showing this at school. My bobblehead appears, and it moves a lot. So that was also
here you get to see that we live literally in the sticks. I love actually the view and our wonderful, very ghetto back door.
Oh, that reminds me. Our landlord stopped me the other day and said that we're gonna get that door painted this summer as soon as it starts warming up some.
Woo!
So we don't have to look at flaking paint and aluminum.
Oh, gotta love it.
This part here, right here, pissed me off because the outside is very, very well lit, very bright, and then we come inside and it's lit by the lights, so it's very, very dark. My camera had a hard time adjusting to all that, but it does the basic, what we need. And as Lauren likes to point out, I look at the camera a lot.
He does, but in that scene that just finished, we also showed this to our family, and they told me that I am very bossy in this. Thank you, darling, for making my character so very bossy.
Yeah. There's our jelly bean. The light that's up to on screen, that's up to the right of the TV. This scene here, the audio, I needed to have adjusted a little bit. This was before I had any external audio devices, any microphones.
I want to make a comment on the newscast going behind them while the two actors were filming that scene. At one point, I looked out my back window, and they had messed up, I guess, and I saw them doing a little jig. And I will never forget that, because I look outside and wonder, why are they dancing?
For the world of YouTube, I just want to let you guys know, the outtakes for this entire video will be posted very soon, so make sure you tune into that. Some of these are absolutely hilarious. But going back into that scene outside with our Oliver, our field reporter, the black guy, when I was in there
he had
filming,
to point that out, totally.
When I was in there filming and showing it off to my teacher and everything like that, my teacher for all the video stuff, he used to be in a news station. So one thing he pointed out is that my field reporter was incredibly underdressed in the very first take when we got in the funeral home. Of course, we couldn't get back into the funeral home. And I knew that there was 3 scenes that he was going to be in, possibly more. I wanted him to be, slowly updressing each time that he appeared on screen. That way we could make it look like he, maybe just stepped into a position or something like that, something that would end up getting ignored. Now, I know most of you probably don't pay attention to any of that in the first place, but now that it's out there, I would have preferred it if he would have showed up with full suit and tie kind of thing.
Yeah, but at our age, how many people actually have a full suit and tie?
True story.
I love the look on your face in this scene. You try to look so serious.
Again, true story. When I showed this in class, there was this weird, aura around the trees. I think it was the projector going out or something. Everybody's like, what the hell is wrong with that? I don't know. Wasn't like this at home. All these sequences of me in bed waking up, they were all shot in one day. So it's just me popping up out of bed over and over and over again.
Yes, and he doesn't wake up that
gracefully.
Yes. He's not a morning person.
True story, I am not. This upcoming special effect here is actually one of the easiest ones for us to do. I did have a little bit of difficulty getting it to go exactly how I wanted it to, but it was definitely, it was easy, it was fun. She's actually somewhat see-through, as you can tell whenever she becomes huge up on the desk instead of being just on the screen. Which, that was a happy mistake, too. I wanted her just on the screen, but...
I love my friend. She is my best friend. I love the fact that the actress dies naked and then ends up in
I'm not going to have her out in
a
public
pair of
naked.
jeans and a North Pole shirt. It's like, ooh.
I've gotten a lot of static about this scene here in specific. Why is he in the bathroom? Hey, look, that was me. That scene in the bathroom here is put in there because he's like investigating. He's becoming obsessed, and I wanted it. Basically, the connection, because she dies in the shower, the connection is water. There was one scene on the road that I was going to put in that, due to time and weather, I ended up not. Where the car is driving, Gavin's driving the vehicle, and he goes around a corner, and Kazmira is standing in the middle of the roadway, and he collides with her, but the second that he does, she becomes water and splashes up like he hit a puddle.
And I never noticed when you fall that Maui runs underneath the desk and then turns back around to make sure that you're okay. Yep. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, Maui was definitely all up in my business while I was trying to film this thing.
He's nosy.
You like my wonderful busted-ass van?
I have the better car. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, true story. At the time, you didn't, though.
No, I did not.
So, back into the bathroom again. Basically, again, the time sequence seems like it's a little bit off. He was just in the bathroom taking pictures, and all of a sudden, everything starts melting. He felt like he was drunk. He goes back into the bathroom again to investigate at a later time and brings the water up to... That's Jared playing Gavin. That's going to become a pertinent scene in the future, but keeping in mind that the majority of this movie, everything that you're watching, is fragmented for a reason, and you'll see why next episode.
To be continued.
Alright, so thanks for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.